A beautiful night on the shores of Lake Superior. No place we'd rather be. Thunder Bay, Scotties. The 1-2 page playoff game next on TSN.
Are you ready to go? I've waited for a long time. I must be out of my mind. Now I'm ready for this to start. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
Thunder Bay, such a wonderful place. Lake Superior in the distance. Fort William Gardens right there. All the action here all week long. 18 teams began the quest to win a national championship. Only 3 remain. And what a matchup tonight. Between them, 8 Scotties titles, and we can't wait on Curling Day in Canada as well. Coming inside the building, as always, glad you're watching our coverage right here on TSN. Brian Mudrick with you, and Rachel Homan has been on a heater the last season or so. Right now, 20 straight wins at the Scotties, dating back to last year. Her winning percentage during that run around .920. It's incredible for the defending champ. However, if there's one blemish for Rachel Homan, one of the only teams she's lost to in Canada has been Carrie Einarson. And Carrie and Val, they've been together a long time, but they're teammates, a revolving door a little bit this year. However, through the adversity, they found a way here. Winner goes on to the final tomorrow night. In the meantime, the quarterfinal was earlier today. It featured Alberta Skurlik and Nova Scotia. And Christina Black, she really showed up to play. Some outstanding shots from both skips. Let's pick it up in 4. This, a run back. Christina Black for the 2, stick it. Oh, you bet. Perfect shot, a pair on the board, and a little momentum for her right there. Skurlik would actually score 3 in the 8th end, but in 9, another chance for Nova Scotia to answer. Christina Black needs some nice quiet weight, needs the tap, a chance to answer back with 3 of her own. Perfect, what touch, and we have seen that celebration all week long. So much confidence. So now in 10, Skurlik, she's got to score 2, but she needs a minor miracle. Has to find a way to generate big weight and remove this yellow granite. And you know what? It was close. She actually touches them all, but can't get them out. It's just a single. But we tip our cap to her. She had a wonderful week. We know she'll be back. So much talent. However, it's an emotional win. Nova Scotia, Christina Black, they're still alive. The team from Halifax off to the semifinal tomorrow, but tonight, what a matchup. Homan, Einarson, winner directly to the final. Loser falls to that semifinal tomorrow. With more, up to Vic Roeder.
Hello, Canada. Nice to be back with you. Joe's here. Russ is here. It was an emotional win for Nova Scotia. When you think about taking that next step, they're into the semifinal for the first time since 2018. And Marianne Arsenault and 2 of the members, Black and Baxter, were on that team, so they're back. So that's great for them. Now, of course, it's Einarson and Homan. And to be honest with you, Joe, maybe Tuesday, I thought that Einarson, a 4-time champion, was out of this thing. She was 2-2.
Yeah, it was big-time struggles for Carrie Einarson herself. They were on the brink of elimination. They trailed by a pile. She stood on her head to get 2 wins there. Now she's looking like the skip who won 4 Scotties straight.
The other thing, of course, to keep in mind is that this is a rebuilt team somewhat. As they make their way in, the team from Gimli, Manitoba, there you see Carly Burgess, and in front of her, Kristen Karwacki. Karwacki picked up the lead position last year, but Burgess is new to the team, and they're fitting very well.
They've been unbelievable. All the adversity we've talked about all year, they are better. Their numbers are better than Team Canada.
And what is it about that fit, do you think?
Honestly, I think it's Carly Burgess. She had so much experience with Jennifer Jones, made 2 Scotties finals in that time. Kristen Karwacki has been the longtime 5th for this team.
And again, you build up a lot of trust when you bring some of that Jones factor in. And here come the reigning champions from the Ottawa Curling Club. They are #1 in Canada, #1 in the world, yet, you know, 8-0 in round robin. They won Another one. They're 20 games win. They've looked ordinary, Russ.
Yeah, they really have. We keep trying to find a fault with this team. I would say 4 to 9 games. They brought their B game. But guess what? 4 of those games, they won them all. They can't bring the B game tonight, though.
Manitoba Einarson. Lead, Krista Kawaki. Second, Carly Burgess. Third, Val Sweeting. And the skip, Carrie Einarson. And now my pleasure to introduce you to the players representing Team Canada. Lead, Sarah Wilkes. Second, Emma Miskew. Third, Tracy Fleury. And the skip, Rachel Homan.
So that is it. The 1-2 page playoff, the winner right through to Sunday's final. Einarson, Homan. When we come back to Thunder Bay.
Definitely gunning for number 5. We want to get back to the Worlds, and we know that we're going to have to go out there and play our absolute best against them. We've played her a ton in the past, and we know what to expect, so we're really looking forward to it.
Obviously, we played her a million times, and always, a fierce competitor, and our team kind of sees ourselves as that as well. We want to win out there every game, and just been able to kind of continually get better the more time that we played together.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Time to meet the teams now, and it's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Carrie Einarson and her team from Gimli, Manitoba. They're skipped by Carrie Einarson with Kristen Karwacki, Carly Burgess, and Val Sweeting backing her up. Team Canada out of the Ottawa Curling Club, skipped by Rachel Homan with Sarah Wilkes, Emma Miskew, and Tracy Fleury. So by virtue of finishing 8 straight wins, 2 games better than the rest of the field, Team Canada got the choice of stones. They've elected to take yellow. They also get the last rock in this first end. And it's interesting, I don't know if it's, they know, we heard last night that one of the things Carrie Einarson likes are the yellow stones for good luck. And she doesn't have them tonight.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about Team Canada in this qualifier game. To get to this game, they used yellow rocks, so I would assume that they would want to keep the rocks that they won with.
So to get us underway, the Einarson lead is Kristen Karwacki.
Ice has been getting better every single draw. The curling's getting better every single draw. The game we had this afternoon was our best game, and there's a really good chance this will be even better.
Keep going. Keep going. 14-9. Keep going.
It's the fact that they were like those,
Nice
the
throw,
proverbial
Kristen.
2 fighters, those two, just standing in the middle and hammering each other.
Are you warm?
You know, the trading of the 3 back, and then that last shot, my gosh. She said, Skurlik, it's almost, I'm playing it to miss it. And she just touched it.
Beautiful shot. Just even though she probably gets a 1 out of 4 on that thing, that was maybe the highlight of the week, even though she didn't get all 4 out of there.
10, 9, 10.
Keys to the game now. Let's start with Team Einarson.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Well, we've talked about it all week. The ice has been a little bit tricky to read, so the players need to keep it technical out there. Sort out, was it the spot, was it the throw, or was it the rock? As they puzzle out the conditions and try to catch onto it first. They want to put pressure on Team Homan early, knowing that there's been some opportunities against Team Canada throughout the week.
Clean, clean, clean. Nice. Nice, Kristen.
And now the keys for Rachel Homan and Team Canada.
Well, playoff Homan. Rachel missed 3 easy guards. Didn't even have to be dead on. Just had to get a piece of the back rock, and she was fine. Missed all 3 of them. So it's time for her A game to show up and control the front. We talk about that all the time. That's good for any team. But in this particular case, Einarson loves to hit. So Homan has to own the front.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
10-2.
All right. A wow there, Joe. Surprised at what, do you think?
I believe the spot ran a little straighter than they wanted it to. They were playing the open takeout. Weren't looking for nose. They were looking to roll to the wing, and it just rolled a little bit farther than expected.
And it's something that we've noticed as we listen. They will tell you they are a finesse team, and at times the ice doesn't let them play a finesse game. But we have not seen the reaction to the ice from Rachel Homan as we have in the past.
No, and having played with her for 8 years, I know what the frustration can look like. I know what it can sound like, and I really haven't seen it. She's constantly communicating. Of course, a player's going to be frustrated if there's a miss out there. I mean, there's so much on the line here, but she never stops communicating, and she seems to be able to park it really well. They're constantly learning.
Normal.
The thing is, Russ, that when you're given that opening by a team as good as Rachel Homan, you must take advantage of it. And that was the problem this week. There were opportunities for teams, and they weren't able to get the single or the deuce when that door opened.
No, that's exactly it. No different than any other sport. You get 1 or 2 at this level against somebody like Homan in the 2 years they've had. You're not going to get a lot of tries.
Flying is 10-2. That was crazy.
They never let any shot go without some dissection. It's remarkable.
Thought that was all there. Easy.
Well, and in these big games, there's so much on the line, all the pressure, and there can be a lot of distractions. Just being the only team on the ice, your brain can wander. So for the teams out there focusing on all of those tiny little jobs, the details, debriefing every shot, learning every single pass, that's what keeps these players in the moment and not thinking about everything external, everything that's on the line.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Key matchup here. Emma's 3% behind Carly Burgess. That's interesting. You don't see that too often with Emma.
Good. 98.
90.
Sarah.
9-9. It's like impossible.
The 5 rock rule is in play, of course. 10 ends. You have to play minimum of 9. 38 minutes thinking time. 160-second timeout. No tick rule. Guard on the center line till the 5th stone has been played. Val Sweden.
Yep. Hard. Really hard. Help. Gotta go. Hard. Yep. Roll it.
No.
Good. 11.
And we'll hang it on the edge.
3. Oh, wow. Squared it a little.
It's interesting. I've noticed with Carrie Einarson, Team Homan's played the outside in turn on that side of the sheet all end. They've actually rolled out high side twice. Carrie Einarson will play that inside out sometimes, and it seems like it's when it's an open end, looking like a blank. She tries to learn that inside out path as well. A little bit more movement there sometimes.
It's a great idea, isn't it? Because you're always going to see the outside in. There's millions of those, so that's a great learning curve.
Clean. Yep.
That game was yesterday afternoon when the Team Canada won 10-5 over Nova Scotia.
Firm.
And it was relatively close until the 10th when Team Canada popped a 3.
Whoa.
It's kind of been the story of the week for Rachel Homan and her team. They've had a lot of games go the full 10 ends, but they haven't had to make a big shot for the win. So they've been very patient. They've managed scoreboards. They've never taken huge risks. And they've obviously well deserving of that undefeated record. Excuse me.
Tracy Fleury telling us earlier in the week she was even surprised
Curl if you can.
when she joined the team how in depth they go on every shot. I mean, every team will at this level talk about shots, but every shot to the minutia almost
should be almost
is
up to
broken
speed out
down
here
with
now.
this team.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful thing to learn. It's all about good habits at this level, or at any level for that matter. And I know myself, and I'm sitting in the hack, and I'm not sure what that path's doing. It's the worst feeling in the world. So they tried their best to solve all those problems before you have to make that decision.
Yeah, throw good. Yeah. Little more than yours. Clean, clean, clean. Yep. Clean.
You're a little surprised at all, Russ, to see Carrie Einarson throw the first one in the rings.
Especially against Rachel, because Rachel used to do this for a living in that first end, right? Blanket, run it up and down, and have hammered an even end.
Well, she uses the catcher to hang it right on the edge.
Yes.
Einarson was the winner over Skurlik yesterday afternoon, 7-4. And the difference again was a 3 that Einarson got in the 9th.
And watching and listening to updates on that game, it sounded like it was a relatively simple game until kind of that second half. And I have to wonder, there were a few games where Manitoba trailed through at the halfway point, and maybe they're playing a little bit more simple to start, make sure their feet are under them before they push.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Okay.
It was that those second half comebacks that turned their week around when they were 2-2.
Clean, clean, clean.
Hard!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hard, Sarah!
Yep.
Wilkes.
Yep. Good, good.
And they'll keep their shooter in play as it slides center line back 12.
That's weird. Thanks for listening.
Good throw it that wide. It's very easy when the hack faces straight down the center line. Sometimes you don't turn your body enough, square up enough for those.
That one, but didn't want to roll that far.
Yeah, okay.
You got it, Carrie. All right, Carrie. So good.
In an 8th Scotties appearance.
Yep, yep.
4 straight titles, 20, 21, 22, and 23.
Curl.
Gotta cross center a bit.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay, good throw. Okay.
So Rachel Homan will go to school on this.
Do you want to
Throw
see?
head over here on the outturn side.
You saw it in practice. Do you want to see this middle stuff? Or no?
The middle? Is there a spot you want to see?
Middle lines.
Heel? Sure, yeah.
And through it goes, and for just the 5th time in the event, Team Canada with a blank.
Good throw, Rach.
It's the 1-2 page playoff of this year's Scotties from Thunder Bay. Carrie Einarson from Gimli. Rachel Homan, Team Canada out of Ottawa. We blanked the first, and so it is Team Canada once again with Last Rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. Sarah Wilkes.
You got room. Line's good. Clean it. Yep.
6.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. You got room. Whoa. Let it die.
Got a curl.
Curl.
Hard, Trace,
6.
right over.
Curl.
6, 7.
Curl.
Hard.
8. Keep going.
Keep going, Tracy.
Yep.
Further.
Right up. Go.
Yep,
Push.
yep.
Little farther. Go.
So in behind their corner, slipping just back of the tee line.
I don't, but.
Freeze.
Okay. Just tight. Unless you like the freeze, Car. I don't hate it either.
That was a 15. I got 14-3.
So what
Okay,
forces the change here, Rose?
Well, you'd ideally like to top it out, but it's totally buried. So the only way to safely get down here is to freeze. And I think they were trying to decide whether if they're not going to knock it out, you might as well guard our own. So it was kind of a 6-1.
Thinks it's light out of her hand. Carly Burgess
Keep going,
with
Val.
Shannon Burchard's knee keeping her out this year. Burgess comes over from the former Jennifer Jones team, Chelsea Carey team that came apart this year.
Roll it all the way.
Big problems now.
I'm not sure it goes by if we stay high. Probably if you hit like here.
Oh yeah, it was underneath. Unless you hit it really thick.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But kind of a double corner guarding the Homan rock with hammer.
You like down normal? Yep.
I can hold this for you.
At one point this week, they were upwards of 70%, if I remember correctly, at 58 now.
Yep. Hard. Hard. You really got to go.
miscue.
Stay
Wilkes.
hard. Control. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Backing off. Here we go. And she'll stuff it. Look where this one goes.
Keep throwing.
Wow. To sit the two, they have the hammer. Brian?
Vic had a chance to catch up with Rachel Homan earlier today, and I asked her about this historical run she's been on this season, which has been incredible. And I said, what's been the secret? And she actually said, I played way better last year than this year, which is a scary thought for the rest of the field. Emma was also there, and she uses the word resilient. She says if Rachel hasn't had a great game, someone down the lineup would step up and have a good one as well. And what the incredible record they've had this season doesn't show you how many close games, how many games they had to grind out. And that resilience also stems to this, Vic. When you don't have your fastball or you don't have your A game, this Homan team has been through everything. Olympics, trials, winning a Scotties, losing a Scotties. There's no situation that they haven't been through, and that's what seems to get them to those victories when they don't have their best stuff.
No, absolutely, and I think it plays to what Joe said earlier. They have been grinding out the wins here, Joe. She has yet, though, to throw that last rock when the game is on the line.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that it speaks to, and she respects the field, and again, when you don't have your A game, you aren't going to push quite as hard as you want to, especially if the finesse shots are a little bit more challenging with a little less curl. So she's had a very mature approach to the Scotties.
Here they don't have to target your back like they do. The other team brings their A game more often than not.
Hard. You got to roll it.
Hey, listen, it's a remarkable run. There's no doubt about it for this Homan team. Just look what they have done. Look at that winning percentage. Yeah, points bet, we know, back-to-back. Scotties world champion last year. This is the key, though. Carrie Einarson is the only Canadian team to beat her. The first win was in October of 23 in PEI. Then it did it again in PEI in 24. This year they played 3 times. So this is their 4th meeting of the season, and it is Homan leading 2-1.
Hard. Other one. Whoa.
Top one.
Coming over off the back and sit down. Oh my! There you are. Your shot stone.
Great shot.
Looked like it might go through the uprights for a second there.
Great line call. They were trying for the back one.
Beauty Val. Nice
But
shot,
Carrie and Val, I mean, this is their 7th year together. That's just really well managed on the line call.
Good job. Great toss. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not out of the woods.
No, they're not out of the woods because the yellow popped out far enough that this angle slash is makeable.
It's not going to go unless we have weight.
I don't mind like normal.
Down normal.
Down normal kick. Oh, yeah, I like that. Easy normal.
This should curl.
Yeah, Rachel's came back in this line coming away.
Stick
with
this
it.
buried. They've got a wonderful chance for a big score.
Yep. Hard, you gotta go.
Yep.
Whoa.
Tracy Fleury.
Close, yep. Hard.
Wilkes. Wilkes. Got it by, gotta go, and away it goes. And coming back, look at that. They've got 1 of the 8, 2 hanging on the edge. But the second shot is that stone top of the 12-foot.
Nice shot.
The nose is never there.
They hooked a little more than they guessed at. It was well thrown.
Early and then finished hard. Get it by.
Firm.
Thin double.
Yeah, Val, throw good.
I think so, or maybe just the hit and roll.
Yeah, that works, eh? If you're throwing it hard enough, you might be able to go across the top, eh?
Val Sweeting.
Yep.
One. And roll it over. She's going to get those two around the edge, obviously. They're gone.
Actually, stop in a wonderful spot. He killed 2 rocks, and that's raceable now for Carrie Einarson. 2 good shots from Val Sweeting.
Yep. Hard, Christine. Hard.
Joe, you played with Val for a long time. She seems to raise that level in the playoffs.
Oh, does she ever?
Pretty good.
And we watched the 4 Scotties in a row that this team won every single time. She was so clutch.
In this
Big
line,
game
though,
player.
We kind of broke down this line. Like, we're just
I don't think that's going to get to where we want it to.
No, but she just pointed here.
I know I threw this winger like this way and it got to here.
If you
This'll
don't know it and this is easier to tuck a piece,
This'll
we
curl.
can do that.
They were crossing center with edge.
Okay.
I think I like I'm okay with either.
I think
Whatever
it's going to be up to speed where she had her broom.
Your first call's fine.
Like, they cross center a bunch in this line.
Okay.
High 14.
This discussion is so important in the early ends of the game. You need to know what path you're in, what line you're in.
Almost a foot less than the draw to the button path.
And that's due to what? The thrower? You think? Why a foot less?
Oh, sorry. For where they want this to stop, they had to take a foot less. Therefore, it's a hair slower. And I think that's why the front end's going, we got to talk this one out.
I understand those naps are kind of good. Just needed a little quick break. And
Yep. Keep going.
and back they go.
Go,
And keeps going. And sliding. And it may have slid too far. I think that is second shot. We did notice earlier today, early in the game, the houses seem to be a little bit more lively. A little bit more slide to them later in the game.
Maybe could with down weight, but she's never getting
But it
rid
would
of
go
ours.
into there, so yeah, I don't
They
mind that.
fudged up for sure.
That or you
Either
go like
that or we
thin,
go thin.
stuff it here.
Stuff it
That's
here.
pretty good.
It's probably easier.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you'll get the curl this way.
Yeah. Okay. I think right there is pretty close.
Yeah, hard to hit it too thin.
You don't really want, without Hammer, be playing a hit here, but that's
What's that?
definitely the easiest way to sit shot rock buried.
Throwing a couple here, so. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd much prefer to leave your second shot rock where it is.
You guys like this?
Yeah.
We're second, but
She might be able to get like an inside roll off of this one.
hit it thin.
Okay.
Kind of weight. Firm.
Okay. Yeah, to carry. Go after it.
Carrie's made some outstanding draws in the back half of this week, but I think she still almost always defers to the hit when it's available.
Yeah.
Heel.
Skip stones.
No.
Here in the second.
Curl.
Carrie
Yes,
Einarson.
Straight.
Karwacki. Now Burgess hit it thin. And underneath they go. And away it goes.
Nice call, Val.
Val overrode the skipper there and just had it perfect.
Nice shot, Carrie. Really good.
That was coming hard.
Nice.
As I say, it's hard to hit it too thin.
I know,
Like,
like-
we just jinxed ourselves.
You know, we forget Val was a two-time
took edge of
Scotties
button for the
runner-up,
one that's
right?
top
Before she
Okay, not even edge of button. No,
made
that
the
wasn't-
move.
They did? Carly's, yeah. She came up, those two guards are Carly's. Okay, I was thinking if we took more and like we could, it might curl a bit more, but I'm fine.
At what point does it come back?
Both those two reds out front are Carly Burgess's that came up light, so
Carly's both
see what this does out a little wider.
I think that might have been why Tracy ended up being a little heavy in her spot, because she figured new line might be a bit slow too. Even if they can just get half buried around the rock in the top 12, it'll be hard for Manitoba to remove it without jamming.
You need to go. 5-6. Hard. Just for we. Need 6. Hard.
Rachel Homan in her first
6.
miscue. Right, Wilkes out in front.
Curl.
Gotta go.
Now Wilkes.
Just curl.
Around they go.
Curl. 4. Go.
Oh, that's very pretty. To the top 4, shot rock.
Couldn't do much better. Maybe a foot lighter. Can't see a ton of this thing.
Curl.
Had to make sure they got shot rock here, though. Not having seen the path as a sweeper, you can't leave this light and leave Manitoba sitting one. So Sarah flips her broom to the skinny side, trying just to get it to curl sideways and not add any more speed.
Try. Roll big. Yeah. Okay. Pump. Yeah.
Easiest way to make this shot is like a back 8, but then you're going to roll to the center and leave a double for 2 or 3. So they have to be on the high side of speed here to make it roll somewhere, but the harder you throw it, the tougher this is.
I'd argue this is probably the most challenging shot that we've seen this week, is those lightweight taps.
Yes.
To throw it hard enough to remove it.
Nail the kick here.
Curl's been pretty gradual.
Especially early with some pebble. What kind of weight did they call here? I didn't notice.
I think bumper.
11-5.
Final stone for Carrie Einarson.
Weight's nice.
Whoa, clean, yes.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hit and roll away was Val Sweeting's last words.
Yes.
Clean. Yep.
Burgess.
You're down a little.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Try to avoid the jam. Oh, that will work. Look at that.
Nice call, Val. Whoa, what's that? Same spot.
Perfect speed. Once in a while, Carrie will overthrow some of those. That was just dead on.
Could not have done better than this. Just kisses the side red.
Yeah, that's the other thing. She could have jammed it off of that.
Any thinner.
So easy to miss that on the overcurl because you couldn't just tick it. And really well managed.
Okay, got a little less? Yeah.
Do you like the same weight?
Yeah.
She got a 14-8. So it's not so bad. Yeah.
All of a sudden, this, even though Rachel just made it, there's very little real estate to aim at here.
It's all there.
I think it's all there.
Weight's
Facing
close.
2 with her
Take a look.
last.
Just clean it.
Weight's close. Lots of room. Line's
A
fine.
little bit, yeah.
All you.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the crowd here at
Just keep going.
Fort William Gardens gets
Oh,
into it.
thanks. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Miss Q, Wilkes,
Free weight.
and the 3,000 sweepers join in. Team Canada opens the scoring here in the second. Sarah Wilkes, who throws the lead stones for Team Canada, and Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night, down to just 3 teams remaining in contention for this year's Scotties title, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. This is the 1-2-page quarterfinal. The winner will go right through to tomorrow night's final. The loser will slip into the semifinal tomorrow afternoon against Team Nova Scotia. 1-0. Team Canada leads it. And it is Einarson from Gimli with last rock for the first time in the game, playing the Redstone.
Interesting start here. Pick center guard by Homan. Einarson goes to the corner, a defensive call, maybe trying to keep it open for a possible blank. Homan said, forget it, I'm throwing a second guard here. Now it's game on.
Hey, Val.
Overberry's good.
Yeah. 15?
Yeah.
Manitoba front end's been on the light side in some of these come-arounds.
I like it.
A couple last and another one now.
Line's great. You got room. Let it come back. Whoa. Off.
Weight's close.
7. Curl, Trish.
Curl it.
Line's good. Go ahead. I heard 7. Sorry. Go. Hard. You got to go. Head down. Go.
Oh, what happened to that? That was supposed to be T-line.
Yeah, there's no concern on weight until about 3/4 of the way down the sheet.
Well, we're seeing and watching 2 teams, the most dominant teams in the last 15 years or so. When you look at all the appearances, the championships, of course, for them, and Rachel goes back to 13 when that was her first. You forget, too, that she went to the Olympics twice. Once team, once as mixed doubles. That was in 18 with the team game.
Line's good. Heavy call. I want to make sure on this.
This speaks to the improvement of the game. They were 20% early and when they were down at 2-2, but as they were able to come back and make more conversions, they brought that percentage up.
Yeah. That's okay.
Carly had to throw that so hard, he didn't have time to curl. Not quite where they wanted it.
You like, is that easier? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you'd love to come around 4 rocks up the center here if you're Team Canada, but just a little scary to leave 2 of the opposition stones in the rings, especially without hammer.
Normal.
You can hit and roll and sit shot rock. It'll be behind the tee line, but it still forces the play to the middle.
Curl.
Keep going, you're doing it.
Hard, Chase, hard, push.
Hard. Hard, go. Go close.
Almost.
We're there, yeah. Throw bumper. 8-9. Okay. Okay, got it.
You can throw normal bomb. Okay, you think it's close to speed here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were chatting earlier and then saying how much
11-5.
the time with Jennifer Jones has benefited Carly Burgess because she brings that resume to the Einarson team. And Einarson says, well, you play that way as you did with Jones, which we respect, and you'll fit in just fine.
Yeah, you have to remember for Carly and her former teammates now, when Jennifer took over that team, she did not alter her strategy one bit. She stayed aggressive and said, you have to learn and keep up. And they did. They all rose to the occasion. And you have to remember those 2 Scotties finals have to be huge experience for Carly.
Freezing. If it's light, okay. Sorry, 14.
I got a 14 on hers, but it looked like a little more than a 14 out of her hand.
Looks like she went for it.
Yeah.
Best guess on draw here. Carly's ran a little straighter and a little faster than everyone expected.
Imagine Tracy can get a little more curl with her intern.
Line's good.
Just
8, 9. Oh, it's hanging a bit.
Boy, Sarah gave it some early
Line's really good.
licks.
Clean it. Yep.
Yeah.
To it. Whoa.
Sarah Wilkes closes to the stone, miscue out in front.
Bumping here.
Okay, curl. Curl.
And
Straight
curl
shot.
up it does, and then they are the shot stone.
You got a 3-2 on that.
Freeze. You can even release it a little.
Okay, 3rd down, but I had a 3-3 on that.
Yeah, first for me.
Yeah.
A little tougher for Val to copy that being left-handed, so she might end up on a tighter line early.
Yeah, you heard her say first for me, and that's exactly what she's talking about. Lefty out turn compared to the right-handed in turn.
It'll be hard to get the curl, I would think.
Curl. Back 12. Straight. Back 12. Curl. 12. Curl. Whoa. Back 8. Straight. It's coming off. Back 8. Curl.
Good. Pretty good. Yeah. Awkward. Yeah, I tried.
Honestly, don't know.
I'm not sure why they straightened it out a couple times there, a little more to the inside. There's still room now.
It really came off. Holy fuck, I just have to make sure I get there. Yeah. Really good throw,
The slash might be like a double.
Okay, so it could take like 2 feet off.
Yeah, so that was the
Valve
same
ran
time
nice.
as yours, and it was through the house.
Okay,
so I think you could
more
more
than
regular
that,
draw
yeah.
speed now.
Okay.
High 14.
There's enough room to get to the inside of that previous stone.
Okay. Little heavy. Line's good. Whoa, then.
Whoa.
Weeds close. 8.
I thought it was a good
Clean.
adjustment.
Line's good. 7, 8. Yep. Line only. 8. Yep. Line only. Curl.
Wilkes, miscue.
Curl on. You gotta go.
Oh, it's going to move over, though. And now there's no doubt. Shot stone
Where was?
is Einarson.
Nice speed there now. Everyone thought the weight was fine, but it tapped 2 rocks pretty hard. That's probably why they didn't get the finish at the end.
The only thing is, she could probably scoot that in. Do you like guarding it? Sure. But then she's probably coming here.
Yeah. Have you ever run that red?
It's a worse shot, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tap it, I just don't know what that does. If we get
What do you like?
buried here.
You can tap the guard in and roll slightly left, but it's a tricky shot.
I don't mind, like here.
Yeah.
Even.
Or you
Top
tap the red.
12. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, leave it open to slash in if Team Homan comes around.
She just threw. So it's getting a little better here.
Do you have to play that side? Or could you come with an out-turn draw on around?
Yeah, you could. You definitely could. You'd sit 2 buried that way. I think they're just concerned about that last one of Tracy's can be punched in there. You can see a big half of it, so Rachel would have no problem promoting it.
I think you can go like
I thought they might take a look at the raise, and if they roll the shooter a foot to the left, tricky shot, mind you, but then you accomplish a lot.
Speed's nice. There it goes. Yeah. Clean. Yep. Speed's good. Yeah. Speed's top 12. Hard line. Whoa. Speed's good. Whoa. Just here. Whoa. Good. It's pretty good.
All sweetings come to play. It was a tricky little location to get that in there.
Yeah, put it right on the X. That's exactly where Carrie's broom was.
Well, I wondered about that, but then she can just slash that. She can slash that in.
Okay. This is what I gave for Emma's. I think if I throw more weight, I come around it. Do you agree? Like maybe that?
Okay.
So they saw this come around once this end. It was Emma Miscue, and
Like one more
there was no
broom than
concern on
yours that
speed, and then suddenly it halted.
What do you think it is over
The
here?
old 7 had missed the rings.
Okay, there's more curl. So
Yeah.
you're back 4.
Okay.
Do we want it back 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes the slash harder.
Okay.
3 more feet.
Yeah. Do you like that? If anything, on more than that side. Going away.
It's slow.
It's just it's curling more here than the last spot there.
Weight's close. Room.
Whoa, that. Let it curl. Let it curl.
Lots of line. You're gonna have to curl.
Line's close.
Okay, line's good.
Get it there. Hard line. Hard line.
Miscue, right.
Head down, Emma.
Wilkes left.
Just hard, you gotta go. Hard.
They knew it was going to be a little bit slower.
Go, 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 faster, faster, go, 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 go. Really nice. 14-3.
They wanted it back for
Yeah, their concept was it's, the
nice.
raise that's coming up now looks like would be a little bit longer, so it's a little bit tougher, but pretty nice shot.
There with like a firm.
Yeah.
Now the redstone. Top 12. Wasn't that the slash she was referring to?
Don't think so. I think it was this one.
You guys like firm?
Yeah, I like that.
You probably could slash it if it had gone to the back 4, yes.
All right.
Just can't see all of it either. Pretty sharp.
They're good. Go after it here.
Huge shot here.
Open hits in the first end ran quite straight on this side.
Whoa. Grab it. Whoa. Curl.
Purchase. Here we go. Oh, and off of one. And
Okay.
we'll finally spin to the top 8.
Like you're just trying to freeze it here.
Shoot. That's okay. Nothing.
I thought we would get a little bit of bite
Yeah.
there.
Right where I
Okay.
threw it.
Yeah. I was surprised by that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought you'd curl. Yeah.
Like back.
You like that ice? Oh.
Where did you have here?
I need just outside that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll run a
Hair
little
more.
straighter with tap weight.
It's better in here, right? Yeah. Okay. Way less weight.
Not way less. I think just a little.
Is this my guard line?
No, it's inside that.
Okay.
So tapping.
Okay.
Guards are killing more than draws. We want to get to nose. 7/8 is okay. We can't get to center line or we crash the red.
Okay.
And it's real bad.
Do you like the same weight?
I think that's a lot on this inner line. Do you?
Yours ran nice in the middle. I think you can throw a hair less. We can
14.3 is a lot.
I know. I'm just wondering if this side's just a bit slower, is all. Did you get a time on my guard?
No.
I think you can throw a hair less. Same will be okay.
Okay.
Like it.
Weight's close.
I got light out of my hand.
6.
Easy line, easy line.
Wait if you can.
So Homan thinks she's a little light.
7. Girl.
Already sitting one.
Around.
So the good stuff, though.
Top 4.
Curl. Curl. You're doing it. Curl, Sarah.
Wilt, you're doing it.
Hard, Sarah. Go.
You're doing it. And very nice bump to the lid.
I think that's good enough to sit 2 as well.
That's the key.
I feel silly for saying around now. I didn't know we were going to get that. I think I got a 15 on that. But I could be wrong. Tracy.
Curl. You're doing it. Curl, Sarah. Go. Curl. Hard, Sarah. Go. Good. Nice shot. Good.
Silly for saying around now. I think so.
Yeah, there's no draw.
I think even 13.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah, 'cause we can
Angle
play on
tap.
You guys just like
Straight
hack.
to the pin
Yeah,
for
okay.
1.
I like that. Gotta hit like half. Okay. Hit.
Just soft weight with that amount of ice there.
Okay, go after
Kind
it.
of a heavy draw, back 8, back
Nice
ball.
roll. Really nice weight. I think we're second shot.
Yeah, we think so too.
That's what makes this weight choice smart, because even if you tap into the 4-foot and it's only a steal of 1,
Just hack.
don't want to go down 3-0 here.
Speed's nice. Just hack. Clean. Easy. Little light. Yep. Little. Whoa. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Karwacki.
Curl.
Now, here we go. Burgess.
Curl.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, not quite. But that will cut it down. Team Canada. And Homan steal 1. Not quite for Carrie Einarson. And it is a fab 4 in a row for Team Canada. Yeah, it has been a little bit of a revolving door trying to replace and put people in the right spots. And the revolving door stopped twice on you, actually, including Laura Walker and Don McEwen. Brittany Tran, of course, she used to play with Kayla Skurlik. And then Carly Burgess. But now they're set on a 4 to get them through this year, this Scotties, and this year before they reevaluate things. It's this edition here, though, I think that has really paid benefits. The only thing that Carly says, she's fit in very well. It's the communication now between her and Kristen Karwacki that they have to work on.
Yeah, and if you're listening to the front ends as the skip rocks come down, you can definitely hear it between Karwacki and Burgess. They're still getting used to each other and how to talk their way down the ice. The person closest to the rock sweeping, doing some judging, the outer person doing the communicating. You can notice just the difference between them and Team Canada's front end. Emma and Sarah, they've worked together now for 3 years. There's this trust, the way that they talk to each other. It just takes time to develop that.
And? Yep. Okay.
Throw a bit.
Yep.
Einarson. Got it. I have to be impressed with Carrie and Val in particular, just with how much turmoil there's been this year. They've really stayed strong as a back end, and you could blame a lot of the rotating lineup on anything that you're not happy with, but they've continued to strive to improve, and I think that that's part of what's brought them here. There were definitely some speed bumps and blips along the way this week, but man, are they ever looking good now.
They really are. We all, with this runaway train with Homan, we all forget about this Manitoba team. They've won 4 of the last 5 Scotties. Half of them have, anyways.
Yep, yellow line.
Yep, yellow line.
Yep, gotta go.
Yeah, a little lighter.
Hard. Hard. Gotta go, guys. Just fight. Just fight.
We're there. Good sweep. Good sweep.
And the additional 2 is they were looking for an alternate, and Lauren Lenentine joins the team again from that former Jones Chelsea Carey team that disbanded. So they add some experience there.
Is that easier? Should be pretty straight, but when I threw my normal weight hit in the first end, it wasn't like falling the whole way. It was just straight.
Okay.
Little
Yep.
heavy. Yep, heavy.
Clean.
Whoa, if you're heavy.
Whoa. Curl.
Clean it.
Clean it. Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard, hard. Keep going, keep going. I don't want to bury this. Good. Almost fell. It's very slippery. That was a 10-2. Oh, okay. Yeah. Even that looked like a little less.
I feel like that.
Yeah, you got to get something. Great positioning on both those rocks. But
I just don't know.
Rachel was smart to leave that one open also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Yep. Roll half under. Bumper.
Okay, you got it.
You got it. They're good.
Full speed here now.
Yeah.
Clean.
11. Yep. 11.
Hard.
Hard. Yep.
Hard.
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 Hard. 11.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Kirsten.
Hard. No roll.
Good.
Just peeks out, out-turn
Nice
side.
sweeping. Holy. A lot of interns for you.
We were talking earlier about how
Yeah, she asked me.
Tuesday or so we thought this team was really dead.
I don't mind POs.
But it's the comebacks. Look what they do in the second half. It's almost like we should just forget the first half of the game. Look what she's done. How she scores, she tightens up defensively, picks up steals, and then the hammer efficiency, where the majority of those points come from.
And the comebacks were against really good teams. Kate Cameron, Ontario.
Keep going,
5 down,
keep
3
going,
down.
Keep going. Good, good. Nice shot, Tracy. Nice shot.
This one's out.
Bit of a window there.
Think you can freeze right there? It's perfect. Got to be perfect.
Yeah, the hit looks easier.
What's that?
The hit looks easier.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Throw them.
How would you get there and freeze? I mean, how?
You'd have to go the other way. You'd have to go in turn and over curl and get it on the corner. You're right. You'd never get to the face of it.
Yeah. Sorry, you'd just be playing to be kind of on the side of it, but
Yeah.
it's so specific. It's easy to hit it and bounce into the open, a little light, and Team Canada drops it too.
Going right around it would be the better choice. But this Val's dead on. This is easier.
Keeps the blank alive too.
Burgess. Go, ho, 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 ho. Yes.
What a sweep. That's Val's in turn, so you get a little bit more movement.
I don't hate it.
Pretty toss.
My normal curl a good amount. I think with like board, it'll curl.
I mean, think what you've taken away from this game, or from this team. Brianne Harris, Shannon Burchard, 2 of the very best in the women's game, and now you're trying to advance with these 2. Karwacki is a alternate, but's grown into the position. But then you take Burgess from the Jones era and those teams, and before that,
Rather crush the guard though and open it up rather than blow by everything.
from Manitoba. They fit in really well. I mean, I don't know if they're at that level yet, but when you can brush a stone like that one and get it by, makes your skip feel pretty confident.
Oh yeah, that fitness level is huge, especially when you're filling the shoes of Brianne and Shannon. It's so much of front end is more than the 2 rocks you throw. That's only 25% of the end. It's the other 75% where you have to really get as much as you can from each shot.
I mean, there you go. There's, conversely, there's Wilkes. And what those two do for this team. And how many they save.
Yeah. Oh, show me a team that's winning. I'll show you good brushers, especially nowadays with the fabric, the foam. You really know and being strong and physically fit is only part of it. You can overbrush in a heartbeat.
It's normal, guys. Go for the roll.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, to carry third, good. Yeah.
I said to Garley today, are you clunking brush heads very often? She says, surprisingly not.
Bit of a chance here to roll behind the long corner.
Normal. Easy. Normal. Curl. Other way. Straight. Curl. Straight. Just nose it. Good. That's fine. Good throw.
It's even quiet, if anything.
Yeah.
Right?
What's your weight?
Probably like a 10.
Question.
You like control here?
Yeah.
Control?
Yeah.
Roll my way?
Yeah.
What kind of weight? Control?
Okay.
How do you think it'll run?
So release dependent.
Pardon me. So release dependent. I'll keep it there here because we got minimum ice.
Okay. How much weight?
Control.
Okay.
Tracy's like soft peel, just stayed right there.
Oh, I think this will curl a little.
Yeah, it will. I'll keep it there.
Love to roll behind that corner, get the force.
Control.
Awesome.
Weight's
Close.
good. Clean.
Close. No.
Whoa. Clean. Curl. Curl.
Curl.
Get it off the line.
Curl. You gotta go hard, Sarah.
That's right.
Real close.
Nice throw, Rach.
All right.
Good throw. Real close.
Yeah. It's exactly how I wanted to throw it.
Yeah, looks like
your
good.
Your weight was great.
So Einarson will be looking for the blank. Our second of the game here in the fourth.
You got it, Carrie. You got it, Carrie.
Down
They're good.
2-0.
Go after it.
Start of the week, a lot of Carrie's interns were hooking on her, mostly on the draw speeds.
Clean. 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 Nice toss. Good throw.
And look out. Thank you. 10th blank of the week for Einarson. Second of the game. It remains 2-0. Team Canada. Saturday night, final weekend of the Scotties. The 1-2 page quarterfinal. The winner of this one goes right through to tomorrow night's final.
Heavy.
That's the big bonus for the win. The loser will slip into the semi-final tomorrow against Christina Blank and Nova Scotia. 2-0 Team Canada. Reigning Canadian champions. World champions. Lead at 2-0. And here in 5 it is Carrie Einarson out of Gimli, Manitoba with last drop, playing the Red Stones.
Yeah, the difference is really that second, and Carrie Einarson had a tough angle raise. If she ever sticks it, she could score as many as 3. Well played end by Homan to shut that end down.
Clean. Easy line.
Is it tighter?
There it goes.
Clean.
Easy.
Okay,
Easy.
top
No. Always cars. Top 8.
Carly.
Carly.
Shoot
Carly.
it.
Shoot it.
4-3.
Keep going, Car. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. I think line is close if her weight is there.
Good try. Nice throw. Nose it with board. Okay.
I thought they'd go the out-turn way to freeze that yellow Canadian rock.
Okay. Speed will be good in here.
Okay, same as my board weight here.
Yeah.
Is that heavy?
No, it was good weight.
Okay.
Yep, hard.
Little quiet.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard, hold it. Hard.
Easy board.
Hard.
Sarah Wilkes
Hard.
on a stone they think is just a little down in weight. Oh,
Great sweep, Sarah.
gosh.
Good.
Great sweep indeed. Sarah Wilkes.
It's in case of being on the quick line. And then
That's what I just said to
Tracy. Like, I think I was just in the pass line on my second.
They liked it the whole way.
End to end.
Wide there after my normal.
Perfect.
Really good throw.
Yes,
Perfect.
And so I felt tight, so that's why it was max
getting
release. Straighter as we go. Play the freeze your way now, Russ.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they tried to overcurl with the intern. It was physically there, but just you can't go wrong this way.
Easy. Running. T. Curl. Clean.
Weight's close.
Weight's close.
Carly
Top board.
Burgess
Curl.
came in curling 85%, so she's off her number at just 72.
Yeah, she's just had a few draws come up light on her. And this one's the opposite. A little less weight. Might have curled a little bit more at the end.
I heard Rachel whispered that it's getting a little straighter.
Can you come here?
Top 4? That was my first thought.
Yeah, if we could touch it, be really good.
Okay. I got a 13.9
I think it's tough to come this way and touch it.
I like this way anyway.
And if you're dead nose.
Okay.
I also don't mind hitting it.
Yeah. I don't hate that. I like either, yeah.
Let's play that.
Whichever you like.
I think I like that. Same thing, hair less weight.
Okay.
Only problem with the hit here is if you cue it up a little high side, there'll be a triple.
Easy to be a little high side. There's not a ton of movement here.
If it wasn't for the brushing, Emma doesn't get by in that last one.
More weight. Clean
Close.
up.
Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Whoa.
It's good.
Nice.
Good.
Straight on.
Really good.
Nice shot. Yeah.
Bump. Okay. It's good speed here.
Yeah. Third down, it'll run nice for you. Okay. You got it.
Canada sending 2 without.
I think just hit this one right on the nose here, Russ.
Can't do much better than I don't think.
Clean. Solid. Clean.
Oh,
Curl.
10-5.
Curl.
10-5.
Curls. You're up. Hard. Sit there. That's okay.
Almost queued up the yellow. The red had rolled about 2 inches less.
I think we got to hit and roll. Okay?
Just a little bit of extra weight there makes a
7/8.
huge difference in that
Yes.
path.
Okay.
Right there's fine.
Okay. But wait.
It's fascinating, Vic, to
Like
watch
board
all
here?
these type of shots
Yep.
where you
I do.
can't afford to wreck either team
That looks
at
like
this
good ice.
level,
I
and they
just-
get
it
by
was
by
like
an
a
inch,
very
get by by an
gentle
inch.
sit there on my second.
Somebody got by 2 inches, and now they're at a disadvantage.
More than you.
4.
Yes!
Exceptional week for Tracy Fleury. Threw a 99 against Saskatchewan and Nancy Martin during round robin.
Go!
Here we go. Uh-oh. Still sitting the 2.
Not quite.
Wasn't bad in the end, no. Good throw, Trace. I like that.
Firm. You got it, Belle.
You got a bell. Swing it.
Trying to make them all disappear.
Easy firm.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Her number's down 2.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah.
Wacky. Here we go. Bang. Hell. Abracadabra. Val makes them disappear.
Nice job, Val. Atta girl.
Val's never going to compete with Rachel with the 6-second hits, but how many times have you seen that over the years? Just
the accuracy.
Absolutely perfect
And also
contact.
not whipping it. She keeps her shooter.
Right.
Pull into the second one and don't kill it. It's right behind the guard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to throw the double?
I think so.
That wasn't
Okay, which way do you like?
heavy at all. Like, yeah, it was like easy. Yeah.
In.
And suddenly you're sitting 2.
Yeah, just like that.
Einarson.
You have to get it to go.
Okay. Yeah.
Double
Half third.
made properly here, you're virtually buried.
Close.
Pretty straight here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Oh. Curl. 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 Get it to move. Get it to move. It's close.
Miscue.
Get going. Go,
Oh, and not enough. Not enough.
Nice shot. Good throw, Tracy.
Still brilliant.
Well, nothing's safe, huh?
That's just it.
Same side.
Really great throw, Trace.
Thanks.
Probably could have played that with the other turn and allowed the gear effect to get you a little more speed. A lot more speed, actually.
Yep.
12-5.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Yep.
This isn't fully open though.
12-5.
Can't
Hair big.
overthrow this here.
Straight.
Curl.
Hair big. Straight. Hair big. Clean.
Curl. Curl.
Wow. Did that ever
Got
hook
to
him?
the nose.
Oh man, that hooked hard. That kind of weight.
I was fighting my slide. It was a mess.
Yeah. What weight do you like?
We should just throw 11.
Like a board weight? Or you
Sure.
board?
Yeah.
It's another example. Lefty in turn. Just get a little bit more movement at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Board?
sure. The exact opposite to this throw.
This board seems to be running pretty straight.
Yeah.
What did it time?
11-5.
Yeah. Well, because I was fighting it, I couldn't
Yeah.
make sure.
Are you going to throw it? I'll keep it there.
Speed should be good. They just threw one.
Yeah. Theirs ran pretty good with the sweep, so just careful.
After an 80% game in the win over Nova Scotia, look what she's bringing tonight. 96%.
Whoa.
Rachel Homan.
Little heavy. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Roll it big. Good.
We're never going to roll buried, so rolling it a little left makes it that little bit tougher for Manitoba. They can't roll buried here without jamming, so there will be a double for Holman if this is hit and stayed.
Not even.
Okay.
It didn't hit. It hit just.
Okay. It comes up big at the end there, right?
Wasn't it ever?
Like that.
Speed's good here.
Could probably roll edge on edge, which would stop your double.
Yeah, they're never going to flirt with jamming here, but a little roll to the left would be ideal.
Even Rachel's curled pretty good there at the end.
78 is right on her tournament average.
Yep. Whoa. 11.
Curl.
Straight.
Curl.
Yeah, there you go. And they avoid the jam, and look at the roll.
He did get it under.
Sometimes when both are yelling curl, one's yelling curl, one's yelling straight, maybe clean is fine.
Curl, clean, straight, everything.
If we're curl straight, it's probably clean.
Yeah.
Nice. Looks like you were.
I didn't want to set it there. I was like a little soft.
Yeah, I think I timed a 10-7, so
Yeah.
probably take a hair less ice.
Yeah.
And hold it with bumper. I'll go straight through with peel.
Try for the flat roll here. The back 8 foot.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Curl. Whoa. Curl. Fell out. Okay. Hey, kid.
Nice try.
There's really close.
Yeah, there are hair extra because we can't be the nose of this, hey?
We can come to the nose of it, can't we?
Yeah, a broom more won't hurt.
Yeah.
This deuce seems to come out of nowhere to me. I mean, just
Yeah, there was a bit of an undercurl on Tracy was playing a hit near the middle.
Okay.
Her first one was like.
And ended up leaving a triple for Val, who made no mistake there, and that's where the two came from.
And then the other, this last roll by Einarson wasn't expected, right?
Yeah, I thought she would probably leave a double for Rachel Homan, but rolled perfectly. Just missed that back one the way by.
So a chance to tie it here as we go to the break.
I like that, but it's not heavy. Hold it out. Hold it out. Yep. Go ahead. Where are we? Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
This is a little tighter than the draws from the third end.
Clean. A little bit, yep. Stay down. Okay, we're good. We're good. Clean.
So we're even. The winner goes through to tomorrow night's final. Einarson, Homan, 2-2.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
We're tied at 2, and a big reason was this shot by Val Sweeting.
Yeah, there wasn't a 2-in play early for Team Manitoba here, but slight undercurl on Canada's Tracy Fleury leaves this triple, and Val doesn't whip it down the sheet. The accuracy is amazing. Holds her shooter, and from there, that's where that 2 came.
Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together, and now they huddle with their coach Reed Carruthers as we check the numbers after 5.
Yeah, Homan with a 2-point lead early in this game after Einarson was just slightly light on her tap against a couple. And that too, as we saw after the triple from Val, Einarson made a perfect hit and roll to force the issue. Playoff Rachel is here though, 92% through 5 ends. They'll have the hammer in the 6th.
The numbers after 5, they're brought to you by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. Rachel Homan in a 2-2 tie.
The Briar's special.
Just tradition. A celebration of Canadian curling.
Get loud, here we go.
It's everything.
Briar is epic.
Newfoundland wins.
Well, a week from tonight we'll be nicely underway at the Montana's Briar in Kelowna as our season of champions really gets busy now. The winner of this, of course, the Scotties will represent Canada at the World Women's in Korea. And we'll wind it up in Moose Jaw with the BKT Tires World Men's Championship beginning March the 29th. The CEO of Curling Canada is Nolan Thiessen, and he's with Brian.
Vic, thanks very much. I get goosebumps every time I watch that video. I've seen it like 3 times. Nolan, you're in that video as well. You've come full circle now. Obviously competitive curler now, this role, but what comes to mind when you see that video and those memories?
You know, people ask me all the time, do you miss curling? And I always say I don't miss what it takes to play in it, but when you see videos like that and those moments and reliving those feelings, that's the stuff you miss.
Kelowna, it's going to be a lot of fun. Reed Carruthers is here coaching tonight, but he's going to be busy going. He's qualified. The field looks fabulous. Always Brad Gushue, Brad seems to show up. What do you make of the field and what's ready for us in Kelowna?
Yeah, it's just another stacked field again, as always. You know, you got all the best teams in Canada. You know, Brad Gushue always shows up and he kind of says, hey, this is my event. You got to come through me, and everybody knows it. So it's going to be another unbelievable week.
It was Curling Day in Canada today, and nothing more special than these two stips going head-to-head to the Scotties, combined 8 Scotties titles. Let's focus first on Rachel. Do you remember a team that has gone on a heater like Rachel Homan has recently?
I haven't seen it in any of my time in curling. This is the best run I've seen over a 2-year span, and you know, for her fans and everybody, they're hoping it keeps rolling.
Thunder Bay has been wonderful. Obviously, the COVID year in 2022, but fans in the building, excitement here. What have you made of the week in Thunder Bay so far?
It's been very good. You know, it's like a pretty full house tonight. We're going to be full tomorrow night too. You know, it's third time's the charm here. We've finally been able to put on a show for everybody here in Thunder Bay, and it's been an unbelievable Scotties.
Time flies, Nolan. We're less than a year away from the Olympics. A lot of excitement. The Scotties, the Brier. You want to qualify for those trials. Do you recall, in recent memory, this late in the cycle, number one, teams flipping and kind of changing up, and number two, the importance of these events to ensure you do get to that qualifier in Halifax?
Yeah, definitely. It's unprecedented, kind of what happened this year. I think it just goes to show you, though, the teams are sitting there and they're taking it very seriously, and if something's not happening and something's not working, they try to make a change. Yeah, these events are so important because it's also a bit of a test run for them for the trials. You know, it's these big events with Curling Canada and TSN set up, and it's you know, they come here and they know that it's very similar to what it's going to look like in November.
Nolan, as always, we appreciate your time. We're excited for the Scotties final, and we're also very excited for the Brier coming up in Kelowna as well. Wine country, right?
If you say so.
Wine country in Kelowna, one of my favorite parts of Canada. We can't wait to get there. Nolan Thiessen, thanks for the time. We'll see you in Kelowna, and we look forward to a great final here at the Scotties tomorrow night.
He could have been a pitcher. You know, he was a very good pitcher, actually.
Yes, I know that.
And he sees all that money being handed out in Major League. That shoulder would have just held up. Huh? Brian, thank you. Nolan, 2-2. We pick up play here in 6. You just may have seen that flash from the Einarson second, Carly Burgess. Third stones now, and Val Sweeting. It is Team Canada with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
And a real good come around by Team Canada. It's not quite makeable. The double is dangerous. Thought they'd play the short run back. You're going to be a little more patient here. Try to lock one on.
To it! Bounce it! Whoa! Whoa, if you're bouncing. Off. No. No.
Good spot. Tough for Rachel to get that out of there, but it's raisable.
What are you thinking? It was really curling.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of came in
Your
straight.
way was perfect.
Can we hit the top one and roll on, or is it too high?
You can't roll on.
No? Okay.
Unless you throw like hack.
Yeah. I mean, if you throw hack and go by, you might get it.
Still a good call, and you could roll over,
Okay.
guard that yellow corner if you got really lucky.
Somewhere between 11 and hack.
Yeah, I think it's
Hack?
either play that or
Hack, just try to hit the guard.
yeah.
Okay.
Your call.
Okay.
Your call, Trish.
Okay.
Speed's
Just
good in
between
here.
hack and back line.
Easy hack.
Okay.
It does curl here. That looks like good ice.
Yeah, if they happen to just squeak by the guard, they might be able to chase that red. It's not a lot of movement late, though, after the guard.
The good things can happen here because of the speed they're calling.
A little heavy.
Yeah, stop close.
Stop, curl.
Heavy hack.
Really gotta go. hard end.
So now the communication, Wilkes to miscue. Wilkes takes it over. Wow, they manage a stone so well, don't they?
Good call, Trace.
To your point, that's see, because of that speed, they were going to do something. Kick one red in, roll over guard, make the one they made there without even trying, and now there's 3 yellow in the rings.
Sold on the guard.
Don't love that either.
You ever just hit off the side one and roll in?
I like the guard
chase?
better than that.
Either that or he knows this one.
Just, it's actually a missed shot, but they had that in their playbook, and a lot of trouble now for Manitoba.
He gets the guard or that?
Yeah, I like either.
Opens up this come around as a saver. But if I don't clip, then they're just hitting. If I don't clip that one though, they just hit in lane 2.
Pardon me? Yeah, so just do this in lane 2.
Exactly, then you freeze, I guess.
I thought the guard was That's tough to freeze.
That looks tough. I'd have to play that with weight.
Yeah.
You could play like a control weight, try and nudge that. There, like if they make that hit and roll, you freeze it out. That one doesn't matter. I just can't guard.
It's either that or you just chase this and roll to here.
It doesn't look great.
Well, that's a
I'd rather play
that's
the
a tough
guard.
port, no?
Very, very
If
tough.
we guard, what does she do? She'll probably double the feeling.
Probably double, and then you're playing that shot, and we don't have any guards. Nice roll.
Either that or you play what you just played.
What do you guys like?
I was seeing the hit.
I think the hit and roll.
It's funny how
Control.
it's hard to call that a miss, but that's not what they were trying. And
It was their plan B. They,
Right,
they drew it up that way.
Here, right?
But yeah, the plan B is
worked nicely.
yeah.
Control. Okay.
Val could probably throw a control weight here and make that back double and not roll out.
No.
10 and a half. Speed's nice.
No.
10-8. Clean. 10-8. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Karwacki.
Hard.
Oh, gee, how did you save that? And to avoid the jam too. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just curls. Yeah.
Look,
That was me.
and then there too, and actually touched it a little bit on the way by.
Shoot.
Sorry.
More importantly, that red's that centimeter closer to the outside yellow, I think.
Yeah, this is just a sit 2 here.
Yeah.
Hack. Yeah. Whoa. Hack. Clean. Close.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Clean.
Top curl. Curl.
Yeah.
Looks heavy. Curl. 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 Yeah.
Hold the line then. I don't know.
Same weight.
Weight was good. It just think there with like a control.
Yeah. I like that.
Might be able to get out of this now.
We don't want to be right behind our red. I don't think we want to be over there.
Control. Okay.
In this case, if you roll too far into the port, that small port that Val didn't try,
A little bit of curl here.
if you come through there, Rachel comes through there, this red one could jam on that back one now.
There's a lot of real estate to roll to here.
But I heard somebody say he didn't want to roll behind the reds necessarily.
Yeah, there'd be a straight back double. But I think they'd like to roll a hair more than that.
Okay.
Yep.
Not much though, because you're into that hole.
Hard. Hard.
Keep going.
Karwacki again.
Keep going.
Hard. Whoa.
Just across the nose, roll it. Now where are you going to go? Hello. Look at that. Nice to see you. Right down on the corner.
Thanks for rolling it, Rachel.
Thanks.
It'll swoop in there, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Give me a bit more.
A little extra movement here on Val's last and Carrie's first here. It's really well managed.
She's cute. Hey, Steve's here, like on the diagonal side of it.
Don't worry, I got you.
So a lot.
lot. I was throwing like 14-3.
Oh, yeah, you could throw
Yeah.
a second less than
Yeah.
that. Okay. I think top 12. Okay.
With how these hits are curling up, I bet you Rachel can get buried here.
Oh, for sure.
Cross center, guys.
Couldn't do that earlier in the week around a rock that was top 12 foot here.
It's heavy.
6. Line's good. It's close.
Line's tight. Yep.
Yep.
Really
6.
gotta go.
7.
Hard.
Heavy. 8.
Whoa.
Okay, you have a little bit of room.
Okay, 8.
Whoa.
Calm down.
Sarah.
7.
Sarah, yep.
Hard.
Yep,
Finally.
gotta go.
Whoops.
8.
Whoa.
8.
Whoa,
Close
don't want
Sarah,
to.
close
Line
Sarah.
only.
Hard, Sarah.
Line only.
You're fine, you're fine.
Doesn't want to.
Curl, go. All the way back.
And miss
Hard
cue.
bell, hard bell, hard bell.
And all the way back. Okay.
Probably would have
here,
wrecked
though,
with the
she
right
probably
weight.
plays
Managed
off
it
of
beautifully.
Yeah, play off of it or just go here.
Yeah, top button.
If you're anywhere in there, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Either or.
I like that.
That just looks real thin, so
Yeah.
we know this. I got 4.7 on that one, so
Right there. Should be really close.
yeah, speed's
That's
good
nice
through here.
speed there.
Let's make it.
Would you be enticed to play through that
Yeah, I think you
hole and go
if we have to
red
go,
onto yellow?
I wouldn't. They haven't played it. It's a small port. And if you get through and hit it dead on, you probably don't roll far enough to get to Rachel's. So
I think. Okay.
Yeah, like 4.
you just saw this.
That was a 4.5 she just threw.
That's a small port there, Vic.
Probably. Yeah. Okay.
And she still has the same shot for her one there. This, if they can get this top button buried, it's going to be a hard score for Canada.
Even a little. If you come up a hair short, it's a tough 2. There's nothing deep here. Good guess on the weight there. They were yelling 8 all the way down.
Close. Yeah, speed's good. Line's good. Room.
Wait only.
Wait only. Almost to it.
We're there. Running like it's hot.
No.
Never.
There it goes. To it.
Wait only.
To
Don't want to
it.
be to it.
Yeah, line. We're to
Line's
it.
fine.
We're there.
Line's fine. No.
All on its own.
No.
They wanted to stop it there. And it will stop there.
If you knew the line was going to be that good, you would have loved it top button. And it's hard to complain a shot like that.
Well, I mean, listen, what's job one
I think it's
in
there,
any
but it's up to you.
and Joe?
You
Force,
got-
right? Holds your opposition to 1, so.
Sorry, I got to hit half.
Ooh.
Can I hit half?
Ooh.
Depends on the weight. Like, do you need to bomb it?
Yeah,
think
I
you can
do.
make it with a thick half. I feel like if you. What about easy peel? I think it's there.
It might be there with the
You
out
think it's
turn.
there? Yeah, you got enough. I
Let's see
think
if
you
you-
have enough
let's hold
room.
up.
Yeah.
Let's see if you like it.
Okay.
It's really straight here.
Are you gonna throw peel?
I think I have to because I'm going to hit it so thick.
Is it worth the risk is the question.
Yeah. For what?
Seems
How
like
many?
A little bit more
2.
movement here than
Because this one's gone, obviously, Vic, but your shooter
You have air.
rolls to
Go
there.
look from the hack, Ray.
For 3?
Sorry. Go look from the hack.
Is the red one
See if
going to
you like it.
go?
If not, you can draw the pin.
I think you could make
No,
it with
2.
an easy
2.
peel.
Yeah, just you.
I don't think you.
If they hit the inside of this red, it just stays there.
Okay.
Shooter goes right across.
You just have to push that red out of the 4
Yeah,
foot.
and it is wide open with the out turn, I believe.
Interesting.
Do you have enough?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think this will
This
do?
is like the old
Nothing. I agree. Yeah.
or younger.
Okay. I think I let go
Rachel.
just sliver in that guard.
She
Okay.
loved
Should be able to
playing
hold it
these
off.
for many years. It's been a little bit more conservative lately when it comes to game calling. Final stone. Right now it's a stolen point for
Gotta go.
Einarson. You got to get through the hole. Job 1. Here we go. Wilkes coming through. Oh, touched it. And how do you like that? They love it here in Thunder Bay.
So good. That was so close to the guard. She had to do that to kick it that far.
Never ceases to amaze. Yes. Yeah, it's remarkable. And just the idea of putting this together. Undefeated in 14, undefeated here. Linda Moore was the last to go at a Scotties. That was in 85. Our old friend, Linda.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well, you and Al, out there in Vancouver and enjoying watching the Scotties. 4-2. That's just a great shot. Wonderful shot. Shot of a world number one. So here we go to the 7th. Kerri Einarson with Lasrock has the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Yeah, they're on that immediately. Tracy called it perfectly, brushed it all the way down, but not only is the port small, but you had to throw that extremely firm to get the action.
1.5. Go ahead, Tracy. Could be a 2.
It's just a
Go ahead, Tracy. A little heavy. You gotta go.
classic Rachel Homan and team. Kerri Einarson didn't really miss her shot. She threw it in the right tolerance. Sure, she wanted to be top button, but back and frozen, left a slight angle, like really not a big mistake, and all of a sudden you give up 2.
Yeah, no kidding. Like what I see from this Manitoba team, though. Their attitude's great, even after a shot like that.
I thought that was, we've often in the past, you know, when you were with her, Rachel will see something that, that's her. The entire team bought in on that one.
Oh, everyone was on board, and that's the benefit to having a full team that's all played back end virtually. She calls down to Sarah sitting in the hack. Oh, yeah, that's there, no problem. Whereas if I'm sitting in the hack, I say, well, should we double check this? All 4 players were on board.
My other thought was a guard.
A guard, yeah.
We never guard again, do we?
Make her make it. I kind of like the guard.
Yeah. My first thought was the guard.
2 choices, double peel would
It's
be
gotta
awesome.
be pretty perfect.
Card's the other
so
option.
does the double peel.
Yeah, the double peel's all.
Sorry? Like I could tick them in with the double peel. I don't mind the guard.
I really like the guard. Okay.
And see,
You got it. You can throw a hair less weight.
Team Canada just doesn't want to give up a simple 2 right back. They worked so hard for theirs. If you play the double peel and you don't make it, and you know Einarson's going to be sitting 2 right away here, they have to make a double. If they don't, there's a guard still up and a simple 2 in play.
All right, 2.5, 3.
Needs to cross center.
3.
Line's really
good.
good. Okay, weight's
Line's
close.
good.
This is pretty
Looks
deep.
heavy. 3.
This could be in the
Line's
rings.
hold the line. Hold the line always. You're over curling. You're over curling. Over curling. Okay, good. Really good.
I think we need to. Do you have enough to chase it? Probably not, hey?
Awfully
I have
tight.
a piece of it. Yeah, it'll just tick it then. But do you think
Right
it's in
on
a
the
good
nose.
spot? Like, do we have to go after it already? What? Like, I think it's a pretty good spot for us.
Just rip. Next card's probably going to be
What do you
higher.
like?
Are you ripping through the
Am I
hole?
going
after you could scoot it
Breeze,
behind the
they're
guard.
probably gonna maybe come around. Can you rip and try
Or
to
they
roll
guard.
in? What? Can you rip? This?
Yeah, maybe.
Then they do that?
What do you like, Val? I don't mind taking a run at the run, and then, because it could scoot like behind
Okay,
the
let's
guard.
go after it.
If you
The
just
run
rip
back
it, that's fine.
probably gives you another red guard out front, too.
Right on the nose.
I heard a good point. I don't know who said it, but the next guard will probably be higher, and I think that's true. That's at least a few feet deeper than Team Homan wanted it to be.
Definitely.
Run back would be harder from a farther distance.
Oh, no. Never. Never. Yeah!
Harley
No!
Burgess,
Whoa!
Karwacki. So lots of red out there to use.
What else were you guys thinking?
Promote, get behind.
What'd she call? Nose?
Hit and roll my way.
Roll
behind the corner.
Okay, board weight.
Okay, speed's good here, Tracy. Yep,
Weight
clean,
close.
clean.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Little heavy.
Whoa.
Little heavy. Curl.
go. More. Okay, that's
Sorry, I missed your heavy call.
That's okay.
Wait, it was close.
It
in
wasn't.
the end.
It like just 10-7. Oh.
Yeah, I think so. So, like, down control is basically to the wing.
There's a chance now. The Reds are tough to raise if you're Team Homan. So get this into the 8-foot area.
In behind those corners?
Yes, yes. And the if you're beside the yellow one, you can't do anything with the yellow one either if you're Homan. Just top 8, full 8. It'll definitely curl in there.
Thought that was a little.
Line's good.
Yeah, line.
Line's fine.
Line's good, guys. Okay, top 8. We're not. Top 4.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Always
Top 4.
curl.
Top 4 T. T.
Where?
Okay, T.
T-line.
Back 4.
Okay.
Try
Curl.
to curl.
Curl.
Get off that center.
Curl.
Curl, I hear you. Nice.
Curl.
Go ahead.
Wow, does that weight.
Nice. Yep.
Good.
Wow. They're by a mile. It's frosting up a little wee bit.
Speed there. 14.5.
Well, it's milder outside,
Yeah.
warmer in here for sure with a nearly sold out building.
Would you rather freeze? Are you trying to kill it or just tap it? We either have to kill it or freeze. What do you like? It looks hard to kill it.
Well, we only have to tap it out of the 8-foot. Those 2 rocks are. I don't mind the chase because if we hit the guard, we could get something good out of your shooter.
Okay, you want to try to kill it? Yep. Okay.
You got it, Trace. Speed's good here.
Just seeing how gradual that draw was. This is tough.
Yeah, it did nothing till almost the rings, right? And then it went good.
Why is that, Joe?
Well, just because with the chase, you need to get some curl past the guard to be able to hit enough to remove it from play.
Yep.
But there wasn't a ton of curl on Val's draw with a lot less weight.
Okay.
So you have to be very precise with the weight and the line here.
All right, here we go. Wilkes. Now helping it over. Miscue. Look at Wilkes getting ready.
Gotta go and move it. We gotta move.
And
Hard,
they'll take
hard,
it.
hard, sir.
Oh,
Go,
that's
go,
a
go.
dead house.
And that's the other problem. Houses aren't quite as lively as we're used to seeing them, and especially 7th end, they typically would slow down anyways.
Yeah, there's a dusting of frost out there.
Really close, Trace.
Skipper's saying that this red didn't go far enough, and it's closer than the other yellow there. So
Yeah, second shot.
hit to sit 2.
Val Sweeting.
11. 10.5. Curl.
Curl all day. Go.
Curl. Hard.
Hard, you
Touch
gotta
it.
go.
Hard.
Burgess.
Hard.
Oh dear. And rolls it away.
10-2.
Hangs it on the edge.
It's okay. Shoot. Sorry.
It's okay. No worries. So that there's no slash double.
Yeah. Okay.
Deadberry. Okay. Even with ours is pretty good.
Sorry.
You got it. Just past ours, so it jams, or even with it. So
It wasn't just her idea. Everyone was on board with this.
Bullet weight, lots of rotation. Obviously a hair tight, but Emma just all the way down, head down. That went through the guard.
Wow. Yeah, just brilliant. Look at, watch how close. And fair to say, you had to play. If you're going to get through that hole, that was the kind of weight you had to go.
Had to, yep, to be able to splash those Team Manitoba stones.
Skip stones here in 7.
So Rachel goes from a 6-second bullet to a finesse shot here.
Room. You have room. Tons of room. Curl. Lots of lines.
Very
To
good.
curl.
You can carve it.
Is it heavy?
Carve it,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to move it.
Yeah, carve it.
Curl.
14-3.
We're on the guard. Curl.
Whoa. Let it sit.
No.
Let it sit.
Oh, again.
Whoa. Hard mouth. Keep going. Further. Go.
Oh,
Top of the back shot rock.
Yeah. Tracy's did
makes a
nothing.
massive difference, because if that's not a shot, they're obviously dead buried over the side. They sink another one. It's a potential 3.
It's pretty over right here.
Yeah, we could do that too, yeah.
It's not terrible.
That's a good shot too.
I mean,
If you could poke out of here, the chase would be hard.
Yeah.
We know it.
Okay. Yeah, I threw it here for my draw the button. So that was, I gave here.
Yeah. So just
the line was similar, I thought, to Val Sweeting's. Remember, Val's was so slow getting off that, and then it just hooks.
Yeah, and that one just a little bit more weight, so it didn't get quite as much finish.
Yeah, I like that. 4. Yeah.
If
You
you
guys
could,
like this?
I think so.
Just
obviously
copy.
buried's nice, but if it's not buried, the audible here is
Yeah, 'cause that's what
partly
we're
buried.
It's not finished.
And then how does Rachel get down there without jamming it onto her own?
Okay. 4, 5, 4,
Makes this a
7.
hair easier. Get the depth right.
Good, Carrie. They're good.
Some think, Joe, you might want to chase the shot
Yeah.
stone and go back to it. Why not?
You could. It's just we saw on Tracy's that's a tough shot to play. You'll hit, and if you roll out, then Rachel has a chance to shut the end down.
Yeah.
I like this call.
Yeah, if you make the freeze and Rachel makes the freeze, it's all over.
Line's good.
Fight the 4. Wait
Where are
on
we?
me.
Where are we?
We're top 4.
Stay
Top
down.
8.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Gotta
Top
go.
8. Gotta go. No, we're not.
Line.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go, Kristen. Gotta be fully.
Kawaki closes to the stone. Gotta go.
Hard.
Oh, dear. And that'll be 4th
Getting a
shot.
little slower.
Maybe 14, I
So
guess.
shot rock.
Just getting a bit of frost out there.
Still is the Yellowstone back edge of the 8,
just
Team
good.
Canada.
Shoot, 15.
Trying to go for 15.
Sorry. Yeah. 4.
Yeah, I don't think it's that quick anymore. The other problem now,
I like more.
Homan shot rock, so
Shoot.
zero risk here to force.
Just got a little slower.
Yeah, one of those situations, just wrong guess.
Yep.
There's been rocks out there, and
See, it's getting a little whiter. You can see it.
I would hate for it to
other
hang a
games
little
didn't
more
quite see it
straight
slow
line.
down
Like
as long as it
anywhere,
had been
like,
played
you
on,
can go back and
so
forth
they
here.
made their
I
guess,
think
and
you
it
can
was
throw
just
it
wrong.
2 people. Do you like that? Is this the same line as?
No, it's more.
Okay, so this will be in the wide
Fair
side.
more than it's good.
Now, Rachel happened to
Yeah.
miss the rings. There is a yellow double over there for
That's too much ice.
as many as 3.
I think I like it because we got
Not
to
that I see that happening. But
How are you throwing it?
Oh, that's repeat.
Okay.
A little right.
I really at it. Take a look.
Line 5.
Look up
Take
for
a
me on
look.
my
I
clock.
got it.
It's not bad.
Whoa.
5, 6.
Whoa.
It's light.
Hard room.
Talk to me.
Yeah. Hard line. Hard line. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Sarah,
Boy, Wilkes.
Hard.
And Miss Hugh out in front. Can they sneak this by? Wow, I mean, come on. Come on. How many times are we going to watch that? Brilliant brush. Very good. Sarah Wilkes.
I truly think the Canadian front end just guessed better than the Manitoba front end, those 2 particular shots.
And really just the difference in sweeps. They stayed down on it. They stayed aggressive, knowing that they could watch it late if they had to. And thank goodness they did, or else that would have wrecked.
That's probably easier. I don't know. This one's pretty lined up, Belle. To get it that way, but
Looks harder to get that one to come back this way.
Yeah.
Looks more natural off the 5, but I'm okay with 1 as well.
Well, you've got that, you've got that, and you've got that.
right there.
I think they were looking at the wide one for a while, only because it kind of is a natural to potentially do that for 2, but at this point in time, to score a single is absolutely imperative.
Chase is not there?
Do you
No.
guys like this?
No,
Whatever
not at
you
all. But
see, they both look like just as
They're
hard.
both hard shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with less angle, the one they're going for, is usually friendlier to the eye, but it's a longer distance,
Little less.
and you could get that top
Go
red in
after
the
here.
way here. I think the wider one made more sense, but it's makeable. Shouldn't do too much here until the very end. Hog line in, it'll curl hard.
Final stone.
Yep.
Burgess.
Yep.
Sweeting is calling line.
Try miss it.
Oh no, they'll crash in front, and oh, now you look. It's 2 for sure, and you might want to put a stick to it, but it looks 2 for sure.
Yeah, 2.
2 it is.
Sorry.
That really wonderful last draw, and pat on the back, Sarah Wilkes. Rachel Homan, Team Canada. Steal of 2, and they're very much in control here against Carrie Einarson and the team from Gimli. Welcome back on this Saturday night. The winner moves on to the final tomorrow night. The loser of this one will play Nova Scotia in the semifinal tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So after that steal, once again, it is Einarson. It does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones. I think you said it, Joe, during the break when we were chatting. They went to school, Homan, on the missed draw with the sweepers, Karwacki and Burgess.
Yeah.
And they learned from that, and that's why they sucked it around.
Exactly. Yeah, they would have taken the hawk to hawk on carries. They would have watched how it traveled down the sheet. You heard Rachel say in the hack, okay, I'll throw 3 more feet. That's exactly what she did. And then it was perfectly brushed. They stayed aggressive on it, knowing that the path was a little bit slow. They go to school on their own rocks, but they also go to school on their oppositions.
Curl, kick it over, curl.
Great spot.
Nice. Wiggle them. Okay. Throw like back line. Okay. You got it.
Like 3/8, probably.
Yeah.
3/5.
Back line. Line's good.
Line's good.
Clean.
Back line.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. No, go curl.
Coming pretty hard to get to the nose.
Yep. Hair big.
Yep. Hard. Roll it a bit. Roll it a bit. Yep.
And get
Good
some
job.
separation.
Good call.
12/7 I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Control.
Classic situation where the team that's winning not too worried about hitting and staying here, but when they do, all of a sudden there's so many yellow in there, it can be problematic.
Well, that's exactly how we saw Carrie and her team overcome those huge deficits earlier in the week at the midway point.
Yeah, Cameron left a bunch around and it cost him a 3.
No, curl. Curl. Whoa, clean.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, I thought they talked about throwing board. And then they went back to control. And then maybe they went back to control.
Okay.
Not sure.
Could make them.
They talked about both.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Board.
Right at it. You got it, Car.
Clean. 11-5.
I think it's close.
Clean. Yep.
11-5.
Yep. Right to it. Hard.
Yep.
Yep. Flop it a little. Good shot.
Nice.
Really good shot. Makes it a hair harder to get that red out.
Could just pick it.
11-3.
Or we can nose it. I can nose it. Okay, you can go off this one.
Yeah, Canada wouldn't mind losing a yellow behind the tee line if they could. They'll never flirt with jamming it, though.
Do you like that, Norma? Sure.
Okay. Okay, we can drag this back, Trace.
Trying to hit it through the port, which is slightly tougher, but way better result if Tracy can stay on top.
Just normal.
Just normal. It's easy normal.
It's close. Curl.
Little light.
Curl. Gotta move it. Move it. More.
Great sweep. Good. Nice sweep.
Thanks, Tracy.
Perfection.
Yeah, you talk about
That's so straight.
seeing which team puzzles out the paths and the speed faster, and it's definitely been Team Canada this game.
Yeah, I
You
like
can
that.
tell just from the precision of the hitting. That's, if anything, you've seen a few half shots out of them this week with those lines, just learning it and figuring out what the tendencies are, but they've got it wrestled down now.
91% of the team.
You're not very far from the ice. Any of the seats here at Fort William Gardens.
Okay, line.
Third
Go
Stones.
line, got it, line. Really hard.
Every
Val
Top
Sweeting.
hard for everything. Hard.
Yeah, we're late.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard.
Hard, Kristen.
Or T-line.
Hard.
On the front. Whoa.
Yep.
And yes,
Whoa. Roll it over here.
on the front, but they will spill it in. And they actually get there for, looks like third shot.
Good sweep. Speed was good.
Thinking
wait,
the one
do
to the
I
back
normal?
8 is second.
Normal's good. Do we want to?
Is this the intern?
I think we want to probably save our shooter if
Like
we
and
can
plug.
because they're going to wrap, right?
Like 7/8.
Yeah.
You
can hit half low.
We're just wondering if we try to try to stick our shooter to plug the freeze.
Yeah, I'm telling her how little she can hit of it.
Okay.
I'm trying not.
Okay, Norma.
A little careful here. The perfect rolls to the center line, but that obviously brings in the jam at the back.
They just know that the stagger situation at the top of the rings in the 12-foot and 8-foot will help Team Einarson. They could come around that.
Could have thrown less weight at this too.
Tracy Fleury.
All the way. Curl. Gotta go, Em. Hard. You gotta
Watch
go.
the jam.
Good.
And they will lose both. Sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Way better to roll, way better to kill their back when she did both. Another ho-hum. 94%.
Mentioned earlier, threw a 99 against Saskatchewan.
What do you like?
A hit and flop, probably. Yeah. So we can freeze the back one, maybe. It's hard to tell from here. Whatever is better.
Well, you gotta nut that there.
Yeah. I might.
This one leaves a shot.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And she's gotta blast that.
If we make this and then maybe Carrie loops and we
That's
get
what
two.
I was thinking,
Yeah. Maybe the middle?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Okay,
You have a preference here, Joe?
Yeah, this one's fine. They're both hard. This one's good. I didn't mind coming off the one on the side and getting underneath the stagger situation and force Rachel to play the run back. Then maybe you can come around those staggered ones at the top of the house. There is some movement in that part of the sheet.
You would have had backing with the other one.
This plays too, though. You could spin up and be buried behind your corner.
You still got it.
Hard! Roll this one.
One, jam, and roll it over. Not quite to the corner. Shot rock still belongs to Team Canada.
Actually, really good.
Yeah, where?
So, Rachel can't do much with that.
Well, she's coming off of it. My first. Can we ever just kind of split that and lay 3?
Like this here?
Yeah. It's hard for her to sit buried,
Or
for sure.
do we do this? Tick that up just
Well,
a
then
little
only
bit.
one of them
Be
is going
front of
in.
it.
But, yeah.
I think you could
Split
play
it.
this with back line. Go just low.
Yeah, I'm just worried I punch it to here and she hits and rolls under. My thought with this was it'll if she tries to get buried somewhere, we'll probably be able to run something because it won't be hooked at all. Sorry, this one? Yeah.
I like that.
It looks tough to roll under her
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
I think we know the line to get there.
Okay, what's ideal?
What weight?
What weight are you
T-
trying?
Like T?
I think I need back line. I want to
Okay,
hit
you're
lots of
hitting
it
this one?
to
Okay.
get my shooter
Are
in.
you trying to get them
These
both?
Dead houses.
You're trying to
get them both in, or just the shooter?
Both. I'd rather get this one here.
Yeah. Okay.
This one's okay. Even if it sits there, I'm okay with it.
Okay. You probably need to feel back 8.
Okay.
Back 12
Don't
even.
want to be too deep with this because there's a nice angle on Val's red one there.
Almost all of that red, too.
And you don't want to be
I don't know if you can get that too
have them
low.
hooked so that, as they say, you don't have any raises if they're on top of each other. So just a little splash here to roll it open, roll the center line even.
I think it'll still be good. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. This is where I threw my half raider. Yeah. Probably have to double to sit under that one. What do you think it is, 15 and T? Yeah, I was thinking high 14.
Yeah, so you can throw a low
Quicker
14
this way?
to the top. A little quicker.
Same speed as that?
Yeah.
Little light.
Little light.
Hard then.
6. Yep.
Quite light.
Hard line. Yep. 6.
Hard, you gotta go. Head down. Hard. Hard, you gotta go. Hard. 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 Hit all that rock. Hard. Hard. Nudge it up. Nudge it up. Go. Hard. One more. Okay, one shot. Good. Good sweep, guys.
It's getting a little muddy down the middle there.
Yeah, sweepers thought light out of her hand, but they didn't yell, top 8.
Rolled a ton too.
Yeah, real thin. I guess we only have to get that out to the 12 foot.
Yeah. It's like a...
Or we like half tuck and hope she hits it out for us. But I don't think.
She might just play the freeze.
Probably just draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have to like get this over here.
Yeah. What kind of weight are you seeing?
Like a bumper?
Bump? Yeah. Yeah, basically playing the roll, not worried about that one, right? Yeah.
You can
So
make
we're
a
gonna
hit
be,
and
like,
roll.
Yeah.
Just kind of go under that yellow, or just next, not behind it, just next to it almost. Rachel Homan might have to try to pick it out, or
Check your ice. She
Sorry,
said.
yes, where you had it.
Think that's close.
Okay,
just gonna make this
Okay. You like that with bump?
under and
I
try to
think so.
force her
And I'm
to
rolling all the way
play the
under,
pick
right?
or something. You might have a chance at 3.
You got
Rachel's
it.
very fortunate they brushed that far enough to 1
just
inch
jiggle.
lighter. Yeah, 1 inch lighter, you go around everything.
Speed's nice.
No, I said that. No.
Curl.
Little. 11.
Curl.
10-8. Curl.
Curl.
You're up.
10-8. Curl.
Burgess.
Keep going.
Watch the roll.
There we go. Roll it over and just off the back. Will it settle and come back? And it does.
What a beautiful curling shot.
Sorry, 10-6? Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
That works. Yep.
Just ideal. I know they thought it was wide all the way down, but they carved it over enough. Now you're sitting 2 buried. You can't hit the top one. And the way it's getting a little bit muddy, this is absolutely
Super T.
possible to miss
even
this
if you're
thing.
open, it's just a 2.
Yeah. What is like this ice? Where is it?
Oh, sorry.
Like a button.
Yeah, I like it.
That's lots.
Yeah,
You can finish it at the
in
end.
there. What's the similar weight?
Guess he didn't quite bump it enough to get
Six
sit the
the whole
deuce,
way.
but it's a gimme raise.
Similar will be good, right?
You can throw a hair
got
bar,
it.
Up 10 points from her game yesterday.
I didn't.
Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Little light.
Go ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
It has to be there. Go. Hard. Yep.
Yep. Go. Head
Yep.
down.
Hard
Just go
line.
in,
Hard
head
em,
down.
hard everything. You gotta go. You really gotta go.
Really
Leave it a
gotta
guard.
go.
Leave it a guard.
There, it's not there.
Yeah,
Curl. Curl.
Yeah.
Whoa. Curl.
Just gotta stop.
Curl.
Real tight.
Curl.
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 Real tight.
Almost in. Okay. Whoa.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, the draws are so tough right now. Is there a shot for 3 though?
Sorry. I think it, like, I don't think we can get 3.
Yeah, probably not. Draw?
It's pretty close.
You'd have to throw like a bomb and just try and roll your shooter, but I don't think it ever gets to the 8 foot.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got it.
I think it's there actually. If you make that left hand double,
I think
you automatically run into your own.
2 is good, yeah.
I think we could probably stay down the whole way.
Interested to see how this draw runs to the middle here. Rachel to throw up the middle on both of hers, and they slow down significantly.
For 3, hey?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I like the draw.
Carrie Einarson
4.5.
started off the
Okay,
steal of
4.5
2,
here.
came
Yeah.
up with a come up light. That's when you could start to see the dusting of frost. This
Okay,
has
Carrie,
to be
throw it.
slow.
Let's go.
Sitting 1. Looking for a second here in 8. Carrie Einarson.
Yeah.
You're holding it.
Running okay.
It's running.
Karwacki.
There it goes.
Burgess.
Okay, I think we're okay.
Yep.
Clean, yep.
Clean, yep.
Yep. Yep.
4-7.
Clean now.
Clean, 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 clean.
Put 2 on the board, Einarson. We know she's the comeback queen. Can she do it against the world number 1? It's the Page quarterfinal on this Saturday night in Thunder Bay. Our final weekend here at the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. And it's the defending champions, Rachel Homan out of Ottawa, that have the lead and the last draw. As we welcome you back, we go to the 9th. After Carrie Einarson scored a couple. And here in 9, it is Team Canada with last draw. Rachel Homan playing the Yellowstones.
Nice draw for 2 for Carrie.
Yeah, especially with some question marks. I'm sure sitting in the hack, she would have been wondering because her her draw in the 7th end came up light, and then watching how Rachel's ran, really well done to get that extra point.
Mine's good. Back 4. Whoa, heavy. Easy.
Beautiful separation. Probably the best you could do with the first 2.
Whoa, curl. Pretty heavy. Curl. Curl. Keep going. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Good. That works.
Good sweep. Good one.
What a day it's been for Nova Scotia. Under 18s played at the Newtown and Saskatoon. Cassidy Blades wins, and so does Zach Atherton. And we also had, of course, Christina Black in Nova Scotia qualify for the semifinal. Those under 18s also had for the first time teams from Nunavut. So we congratulate everyone.
Line's good. Easy.
Line's okay. It's in the
One.
good. It's in the good
Whoa.
stuff.
1.5.
No. It's heavy. Halfway.
Oh, it looks hot.
Halfway.
Curl.
For a high 2.
Nice.
It's coming off a bit.
Nice.
No. Okay, good.
Same way? Yeah. Yep, hard.
Yep, hard, Sarah.
Really gotta go, drag it out. Push. Hard, Sarah.
Sarah Wilkes.
Clean. Hard. Clean.
Good.
Okay, speed's nice here. Good shot. Yeah, it felt good, Val.
Thought Team Canada might have taken on the double peel, but with a 2-point lead and the hammer, they don't want to risk potentially jamming something into the house. Might wait to see if they can get an angle. Those were pretty well lined up, even though they were a little bit close together. They might be looking for a bit more of an angle before they take it on.
Yeah, they were pretty well dead on.
Your broom's good.
Easy. No.
Whoa. Where are you?
Halfway.
Sit.
High 2.
Good.
Just the one trace?
Yeah, I think
Real
pretty straight here.
Kick.
Tracy Fleury.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. We're good. Good shot.
What a shot.
I believe
Think
they
we
are.
ever freeze here?
Yeah, I think so.
You want, if you're going to steal here, you want Homan throwing a finesse shot for sure.
I don't hate it more. Didn't I just have almost edge?
Only
What's
because
that?
of the surface.
It's
I like
pretty
going
straight
right.
here.
Yeah, we'll curl here. I don't have just.
Yeah, the speed to the middle still seems fine. But based on last end, if you're Team Einarson, you want to try to get Rachel looking at a few.
Top 8.
I thought there. Easy one.
Top 4.
Easy. This slide's here.
This should finish. Top
Yep.
4.
Yep.
Top 4. Line only.
Little hook here.
Burgess. Now Karwacki. Oh, goodness. No.
Okay.
Seen that all game. Just really warps Hogline in on that out turn. Her in turn.
Okay.
Spin's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get it thick and stuff it behind.
Yeah.
So like a half reach.
Yep. Okay. You got it, Tracy.
Okay, we can drag this back.
Yeah.
Here.
No. No. Really got to curl.
Trying to help it over is Wilkes. And she'll get one. Oh, and she stuffed it at the back.
It's okay, Trace. Sorry.
That's okay.
They're going to try it one more time.
Yes.
I mean, you're down by 2. You'd love to steal, but again, I'm thinking that this is about holding Team Canada to a single here, or are you trying to steal?
15 probably. Hey.
Yeah. Are we freezing to it?
Yeah, I think you need to steal
Or
here
like-
if you're Einarson. Because if Canada scores even 1, you need to get 3 and 10 and then steal 11. So to me, if there's an opportunity, it's just right now it's not shaping up very well for them to try this steal. I think they're trying to just, are they locking the freeze on here, Russ?
Yeah, a setup shot here. Top 4. Try to get it on the corner for sure.
Top 8.
Maybe
Skip
even,
Stones here, 9. I'm sorry.
if the lines are really good, and it can be, because this warps as good as any sheet, any spot in the sheet. Get to the face here.
Line's perfect.
This will hook hard.
Einarson is shot. They could guard their shot rock
Yeah.
too.
Easy. Top 4. We're just to it. Top 4.
Let's go. Well then. No, we're in between.
There you are.
Sorry.
14-2.
Okay, the apology, sorry. Was that brushed a bit?
Well, if they thought it was heavy, they could have tried to carve it over a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
I think they're sitting 2, actually.
It's them for sure.
They're really close. These two are very close.
Yeah. Well, this one's for sure shot. Even if we're 7/8 high, it's okay.
Okay, what's your weight?
What kind? Heavy hack.
Heavy hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy hack. Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be a relatively quick turnaround for
Down. Okay. Don't let it touch center.
whichever team loses this. They'll be back on the ice.
Okay. Heavy hack.
1 p.m. Sunday afternoon against Christina Black
This should curl a bit.
and Nova Scotia.
Sorry? This should curl a bit. You probably carve that in there. It's pretty straight. Okay. Straight through. Forward. Squeeze clean. No, it's too much. No. Oh. Curl. 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 Curl.
You're doing it. Keep going.
Whoa. Okay. Good.
That went from
Are they just shot now?
noticeably wide to slightly over curled.
Could just like whisk her off of ours.
Yeah, I think they are.
Hey,
I think they are shot.
hey, what if we did this?
Huh?
And just move this back here?
Yeah.
I think
It's
so.
pretty good.
Like that same weight as what I just threw, basically. Or well, here more, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need a little more to make the chop.
So I'm thinking throw like just back 8.
It's not often you see a shot like this, do you? You're
No.
playing off your own.
Yes, yes.
And that little stagger now, if you can get something in behind.
Yeah, then Rachel's got to work for it for sure.
Just throw like back.
I don't think there's enough room for her to come around with the intern and tap that yellows. But I guess you could, but it's not easy.
Yeah. Okay.
The run's tough.
The last one was T. Okay.
This also, with that late finish, you've got to get really close to that top yellow that Rachel just threw.
Yeah.
Obviously, wrecking's a disaster. Not much room to roll here. If you're throwing normal takeout, you could probably pop across. This is hard.
I like the speed. Back 8.
Final stone for
Back 8. Back 8. Yep.
Anderson.
Yep. Back 4. Back 8.
Can she play off her own and in behind? All of this in the 4-foot. Burgess. Karwacki. Sweeting calling line. Get across the nose. Pop it up. Oh, how do you like that?
So good. Just a fantastic curling shot. She had a bit of speed to get the bounce across, which made it even harder.
But even how close did they get to the yellow?
Oh, yeah.
Look at
That
this.
curled like crazy hog line in.
Yeah, that's quite the spot, isn't it?
Good shot. Good call.
Oh,
Wow.
Really good curling. No choice now. You got to play the run back.
Just slow. Or I can throw the out turn. We can hold it.
I think we've
Whatever,
seen the
you
in
know.
turn, right?
I like either. I don't hate the out turn. Out turn.
For a potential 2, albeit hard to save the raised rock. But I don't think they'd care if they could just get the single here.
Center line.
Just a slight over curl on Rachel's first is what led to this.
So
And they look wide all the way down.
red onto the yellow closest.
Just high.
Yes,
Right.
as
Right
we're looking,
hand, yeah.
right-handed yellow. So
Okay.
just a smidgen center line side here.
Wow, what a great shot.
Oh,
Carrie Einarson, my God. Here we go. Trying to steal one here to get within one.
No, curl. Please. Go.
No, nothing yet. Now, here we go. Miscue. Have they got this? Red, yellow. Oh, you got it. You got to be kidding. Great shot for 2.
That is special.
Oh,
the weight choice.
You rarely see a smile, but even her, Rachel Homan, brilliant curling for 2. And Tracy Fleury, the props there on the line call. How good is that? And that will be it. And it's on to the final for Team Canada. And the streak continues. Brilliant. Look at this. And angle it back for 2. After Carrie Einarson made a super shot, playing off her own to get underneath. But nothing is safe when you play Rachel Homan.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, here's how.
An autograph of the Canadian #1, world #1, Guy Berzopi. Had a smile, had a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. What a great streak continues. Unbelievable. When you go back to last year's Scotties, and now 21 games. And we'll have a chance to equal that with a win in the final. She's got her place now in the final tomorrow night. Well, that 9th really did have some wonderful shot making on both sides. When you think about this, Carrie Einarson, look at that. She's got a stagger to work with.
coming off her own.
Swinging spot in the sheet, so Val's got to be dead on, and Carrie was smart enough to throw a little extra weight because you couldn't get it thin, so you had to have some speed to kick it to our right. Absolutely perfect.
And then, as we say, there's nothing safe. She sees it all and is confident about everything.
And the key here is the weight selection. They had not seen this path, did not know how it would run, threw it perfect, called the line perfect, swept it perfect, and that's game over.
Yeah, that results in the 2. And yes, a smile from Rachel Homan as they pick up the win, make the final 8-4. And look at the numbers, just everywhere. Out curling Carrie Einarson in 3 of the 4 positions, but just absolutely wonderful curling in that 9th to pick up the win. That's your game story. It's brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. Yeah, find a space there, Carrie Einarson. And you too, please. Have to turn around. Thank you very much. So now we're, let's say, down to final 3 tomorrow. Make a note, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Nova Scotia. They pick up 2 championships at the under-18. And Christina Black make it to the final and play for 1 more. But first she'll have to go through the 4-time champion, Carrie Einarson. And then tomorrow night, 7 Eastern Time, waiting for the winner is Rachel Homan. We're in Thunder Bay for this year's Scotties. Two games remain at this year's Scotties. Semi-final tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Carrie Einarson will look to bounce back after dropping this one against Christina Black. Very impressive earlier today with a win to get herself and Nova Scotia into the first semi-final since 2018. And Mary Einarson. And then tomorrow night, of course, at 7, Rachel Homan is waiting the winner. Been a great day of curling here in Thunder Bay. Rachel Homan will go for a 2nd straight championship. So till we talk with you again tomorrow on our final day here at the Lakehead, we thank you for joining us. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is here on Canada Sports Leader, TSN.